Hello, and welcome back. Last time we left off, we just made the perilous journey from, all the way from Coral to Skingrad, and it was quite perilous indeed. And now here we are, in Skingrad, same place where we left off, and we already got introduced to a quest almost immediately upon entering this place. Goodness, excuse me. Oh my goodness! First quest being Paranoia. The iconic Paranoia. I met a mysterious wood elf named Glarthir in Skingrad who asked me to meet him behind the great chapel at midnight tonight. He wouldn't tell me what it was about, but he promised to make it worth my while. And that's our current active quest. But I kind of want to look around this place a bit more before we actually get into that. One, because it's daytime.
I'm only asking. I'm saving up enough for some medicine.
Yeah, sure you are. Glarthir, what can you tell me about Glarthir?
I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit strange. However, he's always been tolerated as the town eccentric. Blessings of the shadow upon you.
But yeah, Skingrad is a fantastic city. I just love everything about how close together everything is. And like I said, I said this in a couple of previous parts, but I've been playing a lot of ESO, of course, and Skingrad in that game just does not feel the same. Like, look how close these buildings are. It creates such an atmosphere that just isn't present in ESO. Like, look at this. Look at how close together everything is. It's just fantastic. And that's just, I think that's like the market district, I want to say. And then you get into like the more residential areas over here, and it's just like, man, it's still keeping up that claustrophobic cityscape. I love it. It's fantastic. So there's Glarthir. Here's the chapel. Yeah, because so to put it into comparison to ESO, the chapel is where all of the daily quests are located. And to make things especially weird, right? So you've got the chapel. Chapel's right here. The daily quest people are like right here in front of the chapel. This building isn't there. That building just doesn't exist. In fact, most of the buildings that are in this section just don't exist. And if anything, like, the entire city layout is completely different. Like, you go around over this way, there's a building right here, and you go down there, and there's the whole, you know, the crafting area, and it's, like, sandwiched between two buildings. There's no backyards, there's no nothing. It's just all city civil services and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, it just doesn't carry the same feeling in the slightest. Huh. And I do find it interesting how much, like, wear and tear there is to the buildings here in Skingrad, which is something you don't typically associate with Skingrad. But, like, looking at this area, it's like, yeah, this place has seen some better days. Like, the plaster's coming straight off of that building. It does seem to be just that building, though. So that might just be a poor person's home, because everything else is made out of nice, fine stone. Well, I guess I can't even say that. Some of these do just look kind of crummy. And that might also just be a difference with the remaster. I see my guy is stuck at the gate here. Hello, lady.
I'm Tamika.
Tamika.
We grow our own grapes and make fine wines.
What can you tell me about Skingrad?
Skingrad's wines are the best in Tamriel. I invite you, try them for yourself. Here, it is perfect for grapes and perfect for wine. The sun and soil here are like my native Hammerfell, but the climate is milder and the rainfall more reliable. Farewell.
You look like the captain of the guard.
Good to see you.
Dion.
Stop! You violated the law. Pay the court a fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Here's
Okay.
the procedure.
I totally forgot that I had a bounty on me. It's alright, though, because we're right here in Skingrad, so it's fine. We're not going to go very far. In fact, wow, you can see the Imperial City from here, even. That's crazy. But yeah, we're not going to go to Castle Skingrad just yet, but I do love that it gives me a great view of the city of Skingrad in its entirety. There's a reason this is one of my favorite cities, and it's that the castle is completely and entirely separate from the city itself. And it just poses such a fantastic view. Man, you can even see all the way out on the left there on that mountain. I don't know what that is, but that's definitely a fort of sorts. That's crazy. But yeah, Skingrad is just a very well defendable city. It's laid out like a proper keep, a proper city, compared to every other place that feels almost like a village or a town. Skingrad feels like a city. It feels very well protected. Especially, like, just looking at these massive, massive city walls. It's like, man, it really invokes something that the other cities just don't.
Greetings to you.
How do you do?
Who will help an
All right.
old beggar?
So let's
Spare
take a
coin
look
for the
around
infirm?
to find... Oh, and I guess, is this the home that we can buy? Because it said we need a key for this. Yeah, I think that's the home that we can buy. And of course, it's one of the finer looking ones with all the details, and certainly looks expensive.
I'm Valandra Sabur, Primate of Julianus. You may address me as Your Eminence.
I won't be doing that. What can you tell me about Skingrad?
A primate has better things to do than provide tourist information. Beggars have plenty of time on their hands. I'm sure you'll have much in common. Things go from
this
bad
guy's a
to
jerk.
worse nowadays. Goodbye.
I did not mean to select that, my bad. We're just going to ignore that quest for the entirety of the game.
What can I do for you?
Rumors?
I've got a good number of things at Colovian traders, and Gunda is a friendly sort. Goodbye.
Okay. Hammer and tongs. So I'm gonna be honest. Despite Skingrad being my favorite city, I don't remember a single quest here outside of the stuff that has to do with the castle. So, this will be fun.
Not so loud, please. What a headache I've got. I'm Agnet the Smith. The Pickled, they call me. Sure wish I was pickled right now.
Okay. What can you tell me about the city?
Well, the local wine is great. It isn't cheap. But I don't bother with beer or ale anymore. And for a Nord, that's saying something.
What about mead?
I
Rumors?
enjoy the wines that Tamika makes at her vineyard. And they're reasonably priced as well.
I vaguely remember there being a quest with the Cirilli brothers.
What can I interest you in?
You're certainly selling a lot of garbage. Oh, that's right, because I have the mercantile upgrade. That's a pretty good helmet. Train intelligence kind of sucks, but overall, that's a pretty solid helmet. Do you happen to have silver arrows? I do need silver arrows. She does. Perfect. I will just buy all of those off of you right now. And I don't think there's anything that I can sell her, because I already sold all my stuff the last session, so...
Bye.
Yeah, she's a little weird. Not gonna lie. Oh, and her forge and stuff is out here, too. Look at that. I'm gonna be honest, I almost never travel the streets in the in the back roads, I guess you could call them, through people's yards.
Hello there.
It just always struck me as so strange. That's a house I can't get into. All things alchemical. Oh, Sendarian. I totally forgot about that. Sendarian's in this place, is he not?
Me? I'm Falanu. House Lalu. As if that matters here.
What can you tell me about this Nern route?
I don't know. Never seen that sort of route before. Head over to the West Weald Inn and talk to Sindarian. He could identify it for you, I'm sure.
Okay. Heard any rumors?
Tamika makes some truly fine wines at her winery. I think they're every bit as good as the Cyrilli brothers' wines.
What can you tell me about the city?
I'm the only alchemist in Skingrad. Not much business here, but I can't go back to Morrowind. It's just like anywhere else in the Empire. By the way, do you happen to know what the fine is here in Cyrodiil for necrophilia? Just asking.
Is it the first offense?
Let's assume no.
Then it's at least 500 gold.
That's nothing compared to Morrowind. Thanks.
Not gonna lie. That line
May
doesn't
I
hit
interest
nearly
you
as
in
well.
some of my fine wares?
Doesn't hit nearly as well as it did in the original. That's nothing compared to Morrowind, thanks! Right, like, it just doesn't... It doesn't have the same comedy factor. Like, this one came off as more, like, oddly serious, which I just doesn't really... Doesn't feel right. That's just me, I guess, I don't know. Very strange.
You too.
I would offer to buy some of that expert stuff off of her, but I actually don't know what I have on me to begin with, so I'm actually going to take a look at that real quick. So I have Novice Alembic, Novice Retort, Journeyman Mortar and Pestle, Expert Calcinator, Expert Retort. Okay. So what are you selling again? Let me just take a look at that.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Yeah, Apprentice Alembic, which is better than what I have. Expert Retort, I believe that's what I already had. Yeah. Just double checking everything. Alright, I'll buy this. And I will sell her the novice stuff that I have that I no longer need.
You... I
All right.
appreciate your business. Be seeing you.
Probably not the person I want to be doing business with, but desperate times, you know? What's this building in front of us here? Don't know.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, you want me? I'm Shum Gro Yarak, the Count's butler.
Oh. Oh, buy a house. Rumors?
Undana Orethi grows some good tomatoes. Yep, they sure are good tomatoes.
Yep. Skingrad, what can you tell me?
If it's not one thing, it's another. The Count is very particular about his food and drink. Everything must be just so.
I'd like to buy a house.
Some words should be shared only by friends.
Okay, so I'd have to convince this man
Farewell.
otherwise. I do need to go and, I need to see how much the Coral House is, and I need to see how much... I know the Skingrad House is the most expensive one in the game. So I'm a little, you know, skeptical on that one. We do have the Mages Guild, but we also have the Fighters Guild here, but I know that I won't be able to get anything out of the Fighters Guild, so let's just stroll in here real quick. It's mostly because I know,
Do you want something
hello.
from me? I'm Parwin of the Fighters Guild. I'm not a great archer, but I seem to have a knack for teaching. And I've bagged my share of goblins.
What do you mean by that? Rumors?
You know, if you need to get better at archery, you should talk to Raymond Broder. He's quite a good shot.
Not you. Oh yeah, look, she can't even teach me. I'm probably beyond her level then. What can you tell me about the city?
Actually, underground goblin lairs are no more common here in the West Weald than anywhere else in Cyrodiil.
What can you tell me about goblin hunting?
My advice is to close quick with the skirmishers, the petty spellcasters, but the shamans are real trouble. Shamans have wicked magics, drains, paralyze, bad stuff. Stand off and shoot, or spell shamans down if you can.
Huh.
Go to it.
I thought that was my teammate for a minute. I was like, man, when did you get so ugly? Thaddeus
I'm in the
Calidius.
Fights Guild, yes. And I can train for weapon and shield parries. Fadus Calidius is the name.
Oh, Fadus. What can you tell me about goblin hunting?
You heard of Goblin Jim's Cave? It's a big one. It's a long walk due north of Skingrad in the Imperial Reserve. A long way from civilization.
Ah, interesting. Rumors?
I want to train my armoring skill. I go to Breville, right?
I don't know, do you? What can you tell me about the city?
What brings you to Skingrad? Hunting goblins? Sure, they're thick in the West Weald, but you'll find their holes all over Cyrodiil.
Huh. What do you train me?
Let's see if we can't teach you a thing or two.
Block. Block, specifically. And he can't help me any higher. Okay, never mind.
Take care.
I'm already 10 steps above him. A lot of beds in this place for how few people there are in it. And that's the entire guild here, I think. That's literally it. It's just those two people. So I do believe last time we were here we didn't stay at the Westfield Inn. We stayed at some other inn. The Two Sisters. We stayed at the Two Sisters Inn. Just like double check everything else here seems residential, right? Yeah. Okay, I was just taking a quick look at that, because you never know. Cirilli Brothers' house, okay.
Yes.
I do love just the divided nature of the city,
Well
it's so
met.
cool.
I'm Bernadette Penniless. I work for Tamika. I grow grapes for her wines.
Oh, cool. What do you got?
I've heard that someone has it out for Tutius Sextius. Who'd want to hurt him?
What can you tell me about the city?
I've lived here all my life. Grown grapes. It's all I know. Fresh air, mountains, the grapes on the vine. It's just beautiful. Farewell.
And you, sir, down here, eating
Look at the
whatever
muscles
that
on you.
is. Okay.
I'm David of Cirilli Brothers Vineyard. Gaston is my brother. From our vineyards come the finest wines in Tamriel.
Finer than Tamika's.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, no. But our wines are very good, and much cheaper than Tamika's very fine product, I assure you.
Huh. What can you tell me about Skingrad?
Gaston and I make great wines, reasonably priced. Skingrad has two great vintners, Tamika and Cirilli. I'll never say a word against Tamika's wines.
Rumors?
I learned quite a bit about how to use a shield from Ambrose Can. Cost me a bit, but it was worth it.
Interesting.
Good day.
Have we run into Ambrose? I'm not aware of who that is.
I'm only asking for a
You
single
we've talked
coin.
to. Alright, let's hop into the West Weald here. Wonderful layout right off the bat. I love everything about this place. Look at this. Once again, very odd that the barkeep just sleeps in the corner. Very, very strange. Not sure how I feel about any of that.
What's
Elsie.
I'm Elsie Godhater. Yes, I hate the gods, all gods. They can all bite my garters. And if you don't like it, you can bite my garters too.
What can you tell me about Glorth here?
He's a raving lunatic. I'm assuming you're asking because he's done something strange. Like what? Oh, like shouting obscenities at you? Or wearing only fur for an entire year? or waiting outside your house every morning? Not
That's
that you'll get
creepy.
anyone else in town to admit it. Oh, he's harmless. We're used to him. Harmless. Ha! One day he'll snap. Then watch out.
What can you tell me about the city?
Ask me what I think about chapels, praying, the 9 divines. Go ahead, ask me.
What do you think?
The gods don't do a damn thing. Do they even exist? How could anyone tell? Daedra lords, sure. They exist. They do things. Bad things mostly, but things you can see. The gods? They don't do a damn thing. So why do we build big chapels and sit around and mumble and ask them to save us from this and that? It's stupid. And chapels and priests and folks groveling on their knees? They're stupid too. Bye.
So I do find that explicitly interesting, because she's kind of right. I mean, she's wrong. She is wrong in this sense. But she's kind of correct from the layman's perspective. Most normal people in Tamriel will almost never see a real, proper, divine intervention, ever. And certain games kind of make this kind of difficult to believe. Like, because we know that the gods have explicitly intervened in a lot of things, like with Kain, for instance. Granting the ability to shout like a dragon. Akatosh, obviously, with the Amulet of Kings, granting that to Alessia. Right? It's literally a drop of his blood crystallized into a soul gem.
There were lights spotted at Sundercliff Watch. That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there.
I hear you.
So long.
Good day.
You get any
Sundercliff
closer,
Watch,
and I'll
huh?
turn your bones to ash. Back off.
Okay, bro.
I have no time for your pathetic attempts at small talk. Now walk away before I get nasty.
Ooh.
I have no time for your
Okay, he does not want to talk to me. Now walk away before I get freaky. Alright, you
Good
standing
to
in the
see
corner.
you.
Maglir! Oh my goodness, he's like 3 feet tall.
Yes?
Oh, you've got nothing to say.
Go
okay,
to it.
Never mind.
Let's hear it.
You there.
Welcome to the West Weald Inn. I'm Irina Giranus, the proprietor. If you'd like food or a bed, speak to me.
Rumors.
Something is just a bit off about Glarthir. Someone needs to keep an eye on him.
And indeed I will, but soon. What can you tell me about the city?
Count Skingrad has ruled here all my life. The county is quiet and prosperous. In the old days, the Colovian estates were always in the thick of some war or rebellion. But that's ancient history.
I'd
I
like
have
a
a
bed.
lovely room on the corner if you're interested. It's 20 gold for a night.
That doesn't sound too bad, I'll
Excellent.
take it.
I'm sure you'll be quite satisfied. Go upstairs and look for the door on the right at the end of the hall. Sleep well. Good day.
All right. We're still looking for Sindarian. I haven't... Oh, Sindarian's cellar. What, does he just live here? He lives in the basement? What the hell? Look at this! Dude's got a premier setup. What? I mean, he lives in the basement, literally. What?
So,
Hello?
you've brought something for me to examine.
Yeah, Nirnroot. What do you know about this?
Yes, this is a genuine Nirnroot sample. Very nice quality, in fact. That gives me an idea. Since you already know what they look like, do you feel up to a bit of a collecting expedition?
Not really. Perhaps another time. Sure, what did you have in mind?
Excellent. But before you go, you're going to need to learn a bit more about Nirnroot. Otherwise, you may walk in circles and never find any.
What can you tell me about it, then?
A few years ago, an adventurer not unlike yourself sold me a musty old tome containing alchemical formulas. Most of them were worthless. But one of the moldy pages contained a recipe for a potion known as an elixir of exploration, a sort of ultimate dungeon delver's brew. The formula looked sound, except it required an extremely rare ingredient. Yes, you guessed it, the Nern root. I put the book aside because, frankly, I had so many other delicate experiments going on that I just didn't have the time to go plant hunting. Now that you're here, that changes things.
What about this elixir of exploration?
The elixir of exploration is a multi-purpose potion that was obviously created with the dungeon explorer in mind. The formula describes many magnitudes of the brew. If you're interested, I wrote a short missive about it for the Imperial Alchemy Symposium. You bring me 10 samples of Nernroot, and I'll make the elixir available to you at a huge discount, as well as give you one for free. The best place for you to start would be Shade Leaf Copse, which is a part of the Great Forest northeast of here. Good luck, and hurry back with more of the Nernroot.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I guess we can take a look at that book real quick. What was it called? Oh boy. I'm just gonna look for like excerpt of the Imperial Symposium or something. Nernroot Missive. Although the oddly tenacious root grows almost anywhere near a significant body of water, the root is extremely rare, and I believe to become soon extinct. Which is funny, because 200 years from now, there's Nernroot everywhere. So it wouldn't be extinct. Nernroot once flourished and could be found all over the country, but he suspected a cataclysmic event severely stunted their growth. Although many scholars reject the proposal that the sun's death event of 1E668 catastrophically affected plant life. What? Suggests that it was damaged by the lack of sun for a whole year. What? This is, like, fascinatingly weird. And it's a long missive. Holy crap. But I do find it funny because Nernroot obviously was present in Morrowind, so it's weird for them to be saying that it's gone like completely extinct. I suppose the excuse would be this is a man from Cyrodiil's perspective on it, and it could be the case that it's losing ground in Cyrodiil.
But I'll try.
But beyond that, it's like, you know, obviously it's all over the place in Morrowind too, and people don't question its lineage, right? Whether or not it's still a growing, flourishing plant. It obviously is. And of course, in ESO, there's no shortage of Nernroots, and then as well in Skyrim, once again, no shortage of Nernroots. But let's read that quest real quick. That's the wrong one. Seeking your roots. There we go. Recover to blah 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 blah. Sundarian, an alchemist in Skingrad, is looking for a rare root known as Nernroot. According to his research, this root can be a powerful ingredient in the creation of a special potion. Because of this, he has asked me to find 10. He indicated that a part of the Great Forest in the northeast, called Shadeleaf Copse, was a good starting point. Okay. What time is it? It is 4:35 p.m. I suppose... Wrong weapon. I suppose we could activate this real quick and just take a look. So Shadeleaf Copse is right up there, Goblin Jim's Cave is also right up there. Honestly, we could go take a look at this stuff real quick. So we can just travel to the derelict mine. It'll be quicker. We could bring our horse. Why not? Onward. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, the Shadeleaf Copse was like whatever was over in this direction. And strangely enough, there is like a small path that leads over here, but not anything too concrete. Like it kind of cuts off there. Oh yeah, we got a lot of bears. Okay. Let's be extra careful here. It's a brown bear too. Oh goodness. Look out, dude. Oh, my guy's upgraded to elven arrows too, I just noticed that. Or at least he's got one elven arrow. Ugh. Come on, I can get this bear. And those brown bears have a lot of health. Nice! Alright. So the copse is gonna be like right up here. I've reached the Shadeleaf Copse. I can now begin my search for the Nirnroot. I mean, this is the place. Okay, here we go. Oh, the Spriggans, that's right. Yeah, I kind of figured they would jump to the defense of nature, of course. Is there another one? No. Okay. I also find it, I can't remember if Nirnroot glowed in Oblivion, or if that was explicitly a Skyrim thing, but I find it interesting that it doesn't glow here. It's actually kind of, oddly enough, it's fascinating. Like, I wonder if they thought that it just wasn't easy enough to find before. Which is a problem that is exclusive to this game, if that's the case, because it's a direct result of this quest, as it were. We do have one singular troll over there. Instant kill. We do have Goblin Jim's Cave, which, I'm gonna be honest, I do kind of want to check it out. Just because they kept hyping it up. They were talking a big game about Goblin Jim's Cave. But I'm also going to clear out everything in this forest on the way there. There we go. Gotcha. I think my faithful companion is definitely prepped and ready to fight some more goblins, so...
What's going on? Take that!
No,
I accept
no!
your surrender, my friend.
Yield, yield, my guy. I did not mean to hit you. That was, ooh, that was scary. He really took that hit to heart. He was not happy with me. Man, my heart skipped a little there. I was really worried that he was just gonna be like, yep, I'm killing you now. Like, oh, man. Alright, Goblin Jim's Cave.